I want to spotlight our new Public Safety Director. Brian Bierdeman is our new Public Safety Director. He, of course, has been sworn in already. We'll have a ceremonial swearing in later on in our meeting. But I wanted to give Chief Bierdeman an opportunity to say welcome to everybody and introduce himself at our first in-person meeting. Chief.
Mayor Abrams and Council, a little over 2 years ago, I was promoted to lieutenant. I stood at this very podium and said change is coming and that it's inevitable. I said that organizations and people that don't embrace change are bound to lose ground and stagnate. Well, Council, change came. And here's what change looked like. Change looked like diversity in hiring, with a 135% increase in the hiring of non-traditional police officer candidates, that being women and people of color. This change has made our workforce far more reflective of the community we serve. Change was a robust approach to community outreach. Community outreach used to be the job of the few. Now it is the job of all of us, with an increase from dozens of hours a year to well over 2,000, with a focus on poor and diverse communities, as well as youth. Change was a change in philosophy, from officers merely responding to calls, to working with the community and stakeholders to problem solve and form those partnerships. Change was the creation of a police and fire mental health outreach team and the pioneering approach to better serve individuals suffering from mental illness with the addition of the embedded social worker. And last but certainly not least, change was building accountability, trust, transparency with the community. This was aided by the creation of the Multicultural Advisory Committee. Many of those members are with us here tonight to show their support. Their strong community voice has been critical, and together we have accomplished great things already. Maplewood Public Safety has evolved and changed and now embraces a more community-oriented, problem-solving, data-driven, and diverse professional agency. The changes and the success that lie in our future will not be because of the person standing before you tonight. Instead, it will be because of the men and women of Maplewood Public Safety that stand behind me. No chief can have success without the input, thoughts, and ideas of staff members at every level of our agency. I'd just like to close with a quote from Jim Collins. He said, "Great leadership at the top doesn't amount to much if you don't have exceptional leadership at every level, because that is where great things will happen."
This is a great evening for public safety and the city. So we did an internal process this year to replace Chief Nadeau, and Brian was selected and began serving in his new role just last week on July 1st. And he's had a very trying couple of first days, but I think things are going to settle down now a little bit, we hope, right? A little bit in terms of background about Brian, for those of you who may not know about his career so far. He's served with the Maplewood Police Department for nearly 20 years. He led such initiatives as the mental health outreach, community engagement, officer recruitment, training, and also was in the street crimes unit. Prior to becoming the public safety director, he oversaw the patrol division and also served as a canine handler and on the SWAT team for over a decade. He has been really instrumental in the development of our city's Multicultural Action Committee or Advisory Committee, the MAC, which really provides an opportunity for our community to give voice on many important things to them, to our community, and also really involved in the department's strategic planning, which is a really big part of what we do here at the council DS as well. He also has spent some time with use of force, training policy, and hiring. He's also working on his master's degree from the University of the Cumberlands in Kentucky and received his bachelor's degree at Minnesota State University, Moorhead. So we welcome our new Public Safety Director, Brian Bierdeman.
Raise your right hand. I, Brian Bierdeman, do solemnly swear
I, Brian Bierdeman, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Minnesota,
and of the state of Minnesota,
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
of Public Safety Director
of Public Safety Director
in the city of
in the
Maplewood,
city of Maplewood,
in the county of Ramsey,
in the county of Ramsey,
and the state of Minnesota,
and the state of Minnesota,
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I just want to take an opportunity just to thank a few people before we do pictures. So first, I would like to thank Mayor Lee Abrams and the Maplewood City Council. Your unwavering support for Maplewood public safety during these trying times has not gone unnoticed by the men and women who proudly wear the badge. Thank you, City Manager Coleman, for your confidence you have shown in me to be the Public Safety Director. This title comes with awesome responsibilities that I will not take lightly. Thank you to recently retired Director Scott Nadeau. I think a round of applause is probably appropriate. Scott's leadership is second to none, and he has left this agency poised for greatness. I also want to thank him for leaving me these giant shoes to fill. Always remember, Scott, that your legacy rests not within your policies and accomplishments, but what you have woven into the lives of others. Thank you to the men and women of police, fire, and EMS, as well as our civilian staff. Council, I'm amazed daily by stories of their bravery, their compassion, their empathy, and their dedication to serving the city of Maplewood and the community. I want to thank friends and retirees who took the time out of their day to be here tonight, and family who have traveled a long ways to show their support. And finally, those of us in public safety know that to be truly successful, you need the love and support of family. The hours, the odd shifts, the stress, missed holidays and birthdays can take a huge toll on family. So thank you to my two sons, Connor and Jordan, to Kaylee, and my wonderful wife, Shannon. Thank you for your unwavering support. Mayor, council, officers, friends, and family, thank you very much and good night.
Take pictures. We take pictures right here from this minute.